Good morning, Year 6. Oh, what a week it has been. There's been so much hard work from you guys. I'm so pleased that I've got you on my team, on my side, to fight the battle, the war against plastic. And you are the people who are leading this war, who are trying to make those changes for the good. And the amount of things that you guys are learning and are sort of proud of as well is coming through in your work. I can feel the passion behind trying to stop the plastic from you guys as well. So thank you very, very, very much. So today then, we're going to be carrying on retrieving some of our information, try and put inside our letter tomorrow. Let me just sort of show you, I've not shown you so far. So let me just start my video. No, in fact, let me just stop the share and then you can just see my video, because this is what I've been doing sort of in my book as well. So I've got the English, I put the introduction down, and I've got my 3 bullet points down. So these are my 2 sort of ones that I wanted, that I found on that website. And then this is the one that we were given yesterday as well, because I think that's a really important point to try and put inside our introduction, because we are talking about pens, remember. And then these are my sentence starters, so I've just underlined them in the colour just to make them stand out a bit. And then here then is my argument 1. So a scheme would, remember, what would a scheme then do? The whole point then is here to try and set up this recycling scheme where we send pens to a recycling centre, and then we also start raising money for charity as well, which actually I put that as one of my points as well. But it helps us reduce waste going into landfill. More products could be made from recycled waste. It's easy for us to use, and we're being responsible for the waste that we're creating as well. And again, I've got my 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 sentence starters here, and then I'm starting then today with argument 2, and then I've put alternative pens. Now, alternative means something different. Okay, what different pens could we maybe use? And that's what this paragraph's going to be about. So if we tell Miss Ryan, if we do the hard work for her and make it nice and easy in this paragraph for her to make a decision, what we're going to do today, we're going to find out 2 different pens that we could probably buy from recycled products, eco-friendly pens, maybe even give the price of them, so she doesn't even have to go running around trying to look for prices or anything like that. We're doing the hard work to make it easier for her then to make that decision. So that's what our first paragraph, that's what that's going to be there. So I'll make my my camera smaller. I'll put it in the corner there for you so you can see this, and I'll just be sort of writing along, but you'll see it on the slides anyway as I go along. Anyway, so right, this is what the challenge is. Remember, we're trying to get rid of the plastic waste, the pens, and see if we can do something better as a school, lead the way. We can become pioneers. What a fantastic word. I'll probably forget that in about 10 minutes time. Pioneers means you lead the way. You're the first person and people are going to follow you in pen recycling in schools. And this was sort of the way that we're planning it as we go ahead. So this was the boxes. I'm doing it as a box. Obviously, some people are doing it as a mind map. That's absolutely fine. So we're on argument 2 this time. The different pens. What different pens could we find? And then we're also going to look at the cost versus the impact, because it unfortunately will cost us more. But then what is the impact of us doing the right thing? Actually, we're going to have a less impact on the world, or do we just carry on buying the cheapest things we can, the most rubbish things, but they're cheap, but the massive impact on the world, and we'll probably end up regretting it later on. That's what we're going to be looking at as well, this lesson. And then tomorrow we'll look at our conclusion and look at trying to write it all up tomorrow, and then we'll send them to Miss Ryan. I will print them off, I'll put them on her desk, and I'll say, there you go, this is what we think is Year 6, what are we going to do about it? So first thing I want you to do then, we're going to do a bit of research on the interwebs. So we're going to Google for me this here. Now, careful, I've not spelt lesson wrong. This is just the website. So if you actually put in the words "the lesson" with an en on the end, eco pens. I'm literally going to copy and paste that now. I'll even show you. I'll share my browser if I can find it. Ta-da! There we go. I'll just put it in there. Ta-da! And there. So this is the website that you want, thelesson.com eco-friendly products. That's the lesson that you want. Did I say lesson? Website. That's the website that you want. So let's just click there. Ta-da. And that should take us to, give it time. There we go. So it should take us to this website here. So if I scroll all the way up, there we go. This is sort of giving us the best eco-friendly pens. So What we're going to try and do is find 2 alternatives for Miss Ryan to buy for the whole school. And what I want you to do is sort of scan down these best 11 best eco-friendly pens and see which ones you think Miss Ryan will be more likely to buy. So remember, we write in black, don't we, in school? So it's got to be sort of a black pen. And you want them in a box. You don't just want to buy like 2 of them in one go. So the first one sort of gets my attention straight away is this big Ecolutions ballpoint pen. So I'm actually going to write that down because this comes in 50 in a pack. So I'm going to write that here. So alternative pens, first one, then bullet point is Bic EIC. Now they're the sort of pens. This is a big pen actually. I don't know if you can see that or not. Ooh, that's a big pen. Unfortunately, it's not a what would you call it one though? What we're talking about? Oh, dropped it. Eco-friendly. It's not an eco-friendly pen. So Bic Ecolutions. That's quite cool. It's like evolution, but eco. Ecolutions. Make sure I spell it right. Otherwise, she won't be very impressed if I'm telling her to buy a pen and she can't find it because I spelt it wrong. Ballpoint. Which means like sort of biro, pen. And then I'm going to just put some facts about it. So there's 50 in a pack. 50 in a pack. That's quite good actually, because there's about 30 children in a class normally, aren't there? Somewhere around that. So we've got a class and a bit there. So let's say like 2 packs for a year group. Happy days, we're doing all right there, aren't we? Oh, that's quite nice. 74% recycled plastic. So they've already been recycled. We're not adding much to our plastic waste because the 74% have already been recycled. Medium ballpoint writes first every time. All right, we don't really need any of that stuff in there. Well, how much are they then a box? So it doesn't really say here how much they are in a box. But if I sort of click here, this is like a little hyperlink, and it should take me to. This is taking me to Amazon. So there you go, £12.50 for a box of 50. So £12.50 for a box. There you go. So that's not bad, is it? So let's say that we get 2. In fact, I'm going to make that. I'm going to make a point here. So I'm going to put a colon. So we'd say we said 2, didn't we? 2 boxes per a year group. So what that? 2 times 24. 2 times 24. 2 times 12 is 24. Add one more, £25. So that's 20. That's not a lot, is it? £25 per year group. That's not bad at all, actually. So that's one pen that we're going to be looking at then. Well, I'm going to look at, obviously you can look at whichever pens you like. You can scan down and look at whichever ones you like. There are fountain pens on here as well, which are quite nice because then you're just reusing the pen all the time. You're not throwing any pen away when you've run out. All you're doing is changing the cartridge. So that's quite a good idea. Maybe we could do like this one's made of bamboo. That's pretty cool, isn't it? These ones caught my eye personally because you get 100 in a pack, which I thought were quite good. However, if I go on the hyperlink, it says currently unavailable on Amazon. So what I ended up doing was just Googling, I literally copy and pasted this, Simply Genius Eco-Friendly Pens. And I ended up on this website here. And you can get them, I think from America here, $34. So that's around £30, somewhere like that, for a pack of 100, which is pretty okay, really. And these ones then, so if I go back to this one, it's 100 in a pack, made with recycled, I'm assuming, materials. They've just forgotten to put a word there. Biodegradable, which is good, because that means that the whole pen breaks down then, doesn't it, and returns back to the world over time. So they're quite a good one to put as well then. So I'm going to just, if you can see that, I mean, I know I've not got a big screen here. I'll try and make it a bit bigger for you. Hopefully that's a bit bigger. So Simply Genius, that's another one. Simply Genius eco-friendly pens. Eco-friendly pens. And then what's good about them, a few bullet points here. There's 100 in a pack, that's good. 100 in a pack. So they're a bit cheaper than those big ones, aren't they? Because there's 50 in a pack there, and they're £12.50. 100 in a pack, about 30 quid. Oh, actually, no. Actually, these ones are probably cheaper. They took £25 for a year. These are around £30. But these are made from recycled materials. Made from recycled materials. And they're 100% biodegradable looking at this. So biodegradable, which I don't think degradable. Let's Just have to double check there, which I don't think these ones will be. These aren't biodegradable, so it means that we'll end up having to put them in the scheme anyway. But anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? It's better than the pens we've got. It's only 4% recycled plastic. That's not bad at all. So I've given her 2 alternative pens there to go for. So then what could my my sentence starters be? So if I just share this screen again, new share, go away you, new share, and I want to share that with you. There we go. We want to look at these sentence starters we can have, and I'm just going to go back to here. The sentence starters we can have. I'm trying to sort of advise here in the different pens that we could get, aren't I? So in my opinion, might work, but I've already used that for argument 1. Maybe I get rid of it in argument 1 and I put it in here. So in my opinion, because I'm giving my opinion over, aren't I, about the different pen that we want. So in fact, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna cross that out of this one. I don't want that one now. I'm gonna move it over into this one. Okay, let's get it right. In my opinion, there. And then what other one can I have? Maybe. Therefore, this pen. Therefore, these pens will be better for the environment, cheaper for us to buy. Yeah, let's look at therefore then. Therefore, and plus you sound really intelligent when you use the word therefore, don't you? Surely only like scientists use the word therefore. And then I'm going to underline them in just a different colour so they stand out. There we go. So I've got my second sort of paragraph planned out, or sorry, my third paragraph, my second argument. My next one then is going to be this cost versus impact one. So I'm going to put argument 3. Argument 3. It's funny, isn't it? We always say don't argue, but now we're actually writing an argument down. Cost versus impact. Cost versus impact. I wonder who's going to win that fight. There we go. So on this one, there isn't really much for us to get rid of that. Stop video a minute. There isn't really much for us to sort of research. So I thought if I did quite a bit of the researching for you, and then I could put it on this slide. So unfortunately, recycled products cost more. Do you know what? I'm going to put that in my book because we do need sort of a balanced argument. We need to sort of nod our heads and agree with the fact, yes, we are going to cost more money, but however, it's not. You know, it's not such a bad thing, really. If we look at the impact, we will be stopping. So I'm going to put that, unfortunately, in fact, I'm going to use that word as well. It's a good word, that. Unfortunately, recycled products cost more. So I'm going to put that in my bullet point. But then also, now this is the thing. The only reason they cost more is because there are cheaper products out there that people are buying because they are cheaper. So if we stop buying those cheaper products, the big companies that make them won't make them anymore because they can't sell them. And then the ones who are doing all the recycled products could actually then, because more people are buying them, they're getting more money. They can then drop their prices because they're selling more. So then they become the cheaper option anyway. So we've got to be the people then who make that happen. So it's sort of like a top tip. If we don't buy them, if we don't buy these horrible pens that we can't recycle or that aren't made from recycled products, then the companies won't make them. And then they'll be making the recycled product cheaper. Okay, so that's sort of what we've got to educate Miss Ryan about. We need to be the people then who start this movement off. Stop buying those cheap, horrible, nasty pens. Put a bit more money aside and buy the better eco-friendly pens. And then in a few years' time, they'll be cheaper anyway. So then here we go. We need to lead the way. And I'm going to put that word pioneers here. I'm going to put that in because I really want to use, it's going to be one of my wild words tomorrow and I can't spell it. It's going to be one of my wild words tomorrow, pioneers. We need to lead the way for other schools to follow. If we shout about it, if we tweet about it, if we put it all over social media, what amazing eco-warriors we're being, then other schools will join forces with us as well. And then this is what I said here. Surely we could shout about how much we have spent on recycled products so other schools take notice, right? Like we should be really proud of the fact that, yeah, we're ploughing all this money into the good side, into the sort of, not the dark force, not the evil empire, but the good side, you know, the, what the Jedi side, I suppose. We're taking the right course of action, so we're going to shout about it. And then my last point here as well is a cheaper pen, so this is a thought was a really good rhetorical question to use, is a cheaper pen worth the amount of damage on earth. So we probably buy a pen, instead of spending 30 pence on a pen, we'll buy a pen for 20 pence. Is it really worth the amount of damage that that's going to cause on the earth? It's going to cause a lot more damage than 20 pence worth, isn't it? So then hopefully we get that inside somebody's head and they realise then, yes, that 10p is worth a lot more. So inside your books, trying to start the video, there we go, and stop the share. So now you can see my argument 3 here. Unfortunately, recycled products cost more. However, so these are the points we've agreed. Yeah, okay, we know they cost more, but they will become cheaper the more people buy them. If we stop buying the cheap, nasty pens, the companies won't make them. We need to be brave. I thought that'd be quite a good idea, actually. We need to be the brave ones and be the pioneers for other schools to follow. And is a cheaper pen really worth the damage it causes to the earth? So then we just need some sentence starters. Well, in fact, I'm going to have, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm going to cheat and underline it up there, but it's a very good word to use. And then I'm just now going to click back, as you guys probably should do, to, I know you can't see this, but I'm going to probably put down, I won't go write it in full tip, am I? I'm going to put, have I put I am sure that? No, I've not, have I? I am sure that they will become cheaper. I'm sure we need to be brave. I'm sure if we are the pioneers, if we are the brave pioneer, I'm going to put I am sure that. I am sure that. And I've got then my unfortunately up there as well. So there we go. I'm just going to put that there and underline it. So then tomorrow, we're then going to look at our conclusion, and then we're going to write up our letter in perfect awesomeness. So then we got to change everybody's minds around these simple things which are just causing too much destruction on this earth now. We've got to take notice of it. So I shall see you all tomorrow, year 6, and I cannot wait to see your plans and what they look like. Ta-da, that's what mine looks like. There we go. Yeah. I can't wait to see what yours look like, guys. There we go. And I shall speak to you tomorrow, year 6. Bye.